In this video, I'm going to show you how to think outside of the box and make the most of your die collection. In particular, I'll be working with a butterfly wing from Hero Arts. Hi everyone, I'm Mindy Eggen and welcome to my channel. All of the supplies I'm using today will be linked down below in the video description and over on my blog. Now let's get started. Now, the butterfly wings fancy die is actually meant to cut into your paper, and I will show you an example of that in just a bit. But there's a few different designs on here. We have a butterfly wing in the typical butterfly design, and there are two other ones that give it more of a floral look and also one with rainbows. So off screen, I die cut this original wing from white cardstock and black glitter cardstock. So when you originally die cut it, it actually creates kind of this fun pop out effect, which is a really unique look. But what I did is I kind of trimmed off the one side so I had an actual individual wing to play with, and I'm able to layer it up with that glitter cardstock. I did also die cut out the body of the butterfly from the black glitter cardstock. Now, that one we are going to lose the antennas a little bit, but I think that's going to be okay. I'm going to add a layer of cardstock because that body is kind of fragile. So, here is what exactly I did out of the black glitter cardstock. I just trimmed around those lines that are connected, and that'll give me the individual body to work with. Now I'm going to set that off on the side for a minute and I'm going to work on the butterfly wing that I die cut out of white cardstock. So I'm starting off with the lemon drop reactive ink and a blending brush. And the part that's going to be closest to the body is where I'm applying that yellow ink and have it go kind of towards the outside edge, but not all of the way. And I'm going to flip that and come on the other side with the taffy reactive ink. And once these two overlap, we're going to get this beautiful transition to give it more of like a creamsicle orange. And this color combination is going to look beautiful against that black glitter cardstock. Now, here's where we're going to get a whole different spin out of the other butterfly wings in this collection. So remember, this is actually meant to be a butterfly wing and it's got some flowers on it. But if you play with it a little bit on your cardstock, I think it creates a really great border. So I'm going to place this down in the bottom right-hand corner. Now keep in mind that smallest area is actually where the body would be. And I'm holding it down with a low tack tape and running it through the die cut machine. So it's going to create kind of those die cut pieces in there. Nothing is falling out. There are some areas that are attached, but there are some that you could kind of pop or zhuzh up a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing to the other corner so that each of my corners now have this beautiful floral design. Now, looking at it, would you have really known this was a butterfly wing if you didn't already see the die set? I think these make great borders for your corners. Now, my Post-it tape did leave a little bit of sticky residue behind because of the pressure, so I'm just using an adhesive eraser to remove that. Now, there are many different ways we could really go about coloring these in. We could do a watercolor background, we could color them with alcohol markers, but I'm going to go with an ink blended background and I'm going to use the same colors that I did for my butterfly. So I'm starting with the lemon drop. Now, I'm not starting right in the corner because I still want to bring in the pink on the outer edges. And if I start with yellow right away in the corner, it's going to jump right to orange. I'm not going to see the transition. So I kind of went more over the flower area, the floral area, and added that yellow. Then I can jump into the taffy and go around those corners, bringing it into the yellow to get that really pretty kind of creamy creamsicle transition of orange. When you're ink blending over this, you do want to be kind of delicate about it because we don't want to risk pushing too hard and then ripping the paper because there are some open areas. There's only certain spots that are still attached to keep all of these pieces still onto the cardstock. I'm also going to add some of that taffy up in the corners so that I'm trying to create more of an oval shape to get the focus into the center, which is where my image and my sentiment is going to be. Now, any sentiment is going to work here. I happen to be using a happy birthday sentiment from the floral butterfly stamp and die set. So I'm stamping this onto some white cardstock using the pitch black ink from Hero Arts and then using the coordinating die to die cut that out. I'm also going to use up the rest of that scratch paper and die cut out that sentiment two more times so that I can layer it together with the precision glue to build the dimension. I'm also going to take the body of the butterfly and add it to a piece of white cardstock because that really does need the stability. The area that's connecting the head and the body, is pretty delicate. It's pretty thin. So I layered it with cardstock, but my white cardstock piece was showing on the outer edges. And here is a little trick for you is I am going to take a black alcohol marker and go around my butterfly body with that black marker so that you're really not going to see it against that black glitter cardstock. Then I can just take some of that liquid glue, add it right to the area on the left-hand side, and then add my body on there. I'm going to give my butterfly wings a little bit of separation, so I'm adding some thin foam squares behind the ink blended wing, and then I'm going to add that over the top of the black glitter cardstock wing. I'm also going to just apply a little bit of that liquid glue to the back of the foam squares. I find that black glitter cardstock, it just adheres better when you're using liquid glue. I'm going to add a little bit of splatter. So I have my white acrylic spray that I just put out onto my glass surface, mixed with a little bit of water, and then splattered onto the background, but trying to keep the splatters more around the outer edges versus the center. Then I added my butterfly using those thin foam squares once again to kind of give that a little bit of lift. And I'm also going to go ahead and add my sentiment. And this one I'm just using the liquid glue because I already added the dimension by building it up with layers of cardstock. I can't have a butterfly card without adding some sparkles. And to do this, I happen to be using Stickles, but Hero Arts does have a sparkle pen. I just could not find mine at the moment, but I'm adding these little sparkles to some of those dots that are in the design. You'll see that up close and also in the picture. Now, how fun is that? That we were able to take that other butterfly wing and turn it into a border for our corners. Let me know if you saw that one coming. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you again soon. All of my supplies are linked down below in the video description and over on my blog. Here is another video that I think you might enjoy. Thanks for watching.